Patrick. Wake up, sun shining, time to rise and grind. Coffee brewing, Rich Rockwell's on my mind. Mics are hot, got that energy flowing. DJ in the booth, and the laughter keeps growing. Wrestling announcer spitting lines so quick, like with a football game. And he's a play-by-play slick. Torch in his hand, now he's running the show. Funny man vibes, got that endless flow. Guests lined up, bring them one by one. From the ring to the field, oh, this day's just begun. Rich Rockwell, the morning vibe, feel that beat. With the whole tuning in, let the laughter compete. Football plays, nuts and tails, it's all about the zest. This show is for the people.
Are we on the wrong link?
No.
What are we doing? What are we waiting on?
Rich.
And where the hell is Rich? You were the guy that was. Were you the one
there?
sitting in front of me at the roast?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice to meet you. I'm so sorry. I never met you face to face before, so I will talk to anybody who talks
We're
to me.
doing the opening right now, y'all. Pipe down.
Oh my god. I gotta get my other things if you want.
From the mat to the mic, here's the freshest sense. Rich is your guide in his audio race. With laughter and wisdom, it's the ultimate space. So what's next on our list? Bring the fun, don't you fret. With our DJ Rich Rockwell Interior. Don't miss a beat, each episode's a journey where we laugh and we cheer. So strap in tight, folks, the show's pumped up here. Rich Rockwell, the morning vibe, feel that beat. With the whole tuning in, let the laughter compete. Football plays, wrestling tales, it's all about the zest. This show is for the people, man, we're bringing out there. Yeah, man, we're bringing out there.
How long should be right there?
Yeah, I said we're bringing out there. Why?
Know when you see 'em 'cause they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel. See the head, not like seeing a steeple. You damn well know they're one of the people. Nobody breaks us, nobody made us, and no one can take this 'cause we got their fix. We are the people, we are the people, we are the people. Don't mess with this.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the first Friday episode of... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out all what's going on here. Let's get back here. Let's do this. There we go. That's what should be up on the screen right now. All right. We got them. There's everybody. Welcome to the first Friday virtual party of Rich and the People, a.k.a. Patrick and the People. Thank you all for joining us. I don't know why they're not seeing a picture up there. There it is. Now it's coming up for everybody watching on Facebook and YouTube. So, introductions to everybody. He's already making himself known. He's going to be joining us out here from the audience section. What's up, Jax? How you doing, man? Are you happy? Yeah. All right. Yep. Sure. All right, there you go. To my left here, it is Cousin Eric joining in. He wanted to sit down for a one episode, try it out. So what's up, man? I don't know if everybody can see you or not. Hopefully you can on the live stream there. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, and then to the right of me, we are actually joined live in studio tonight by Justin, Lily, and forgive me, Leanne, thank you. I've been trying to remember that all day. I've been going through it, and every time I go to it, my brain just, yeah. But anyways, Justin, Lily, and Leanne with JL Health and Fitness out of Hot Springs, correct?
Yeah, correct.
All right, man, yeah. And I do apologize. They will all share that mic, but yeah, you guys can share that one. We'll share this one. But yeah, man, we're going to definitely talk a little bit later on kind of about your journey. I know you were excited to come on the show, man. We're certainly excited to have you here, so thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I'm excited to kind of tell people my story, you know, a little bit how I've started, you know, back when addiction, and now I'm a real estate agent and a personal trainer.
Absolutely, man. It's been quite a journey, and we're going to look forward to talking about it. And then also a new thing that we've started this time around, along with it being the first virtual party for Rich and the People, viewers at home can actually join in live with us on the show, participate in the conversations as we're talking about news stories, and the interview. So a little later on when we do the interview, if they have questions, they're more than welcome, and I've encouraged them to ask y'all their questions too. So
Yeah, for sure.
joining us live on the virtual party side of Rich and the People right now, we got T Burns and T Mac in the house. What's up, y'all?
What's up?
How y'all doing, man? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. How y'all been?
About to enjoy the weekend instead of going to work.
Right? Absolutely. What's up, T-Mac? How you been?
Rich, you kind of you tricked me a little bit. I didn't realize I was gonna be in it, but I'm good. I'm good. I was just in the middle of getting Tommy ready for bed, and I hopped on, and I was like, wait,
if you want to join in on the show, click the link. You're on the show.
You know what? I guess I should read better. Don't read.
Well, it's good to see you, T-Mac. I hope you're doing well. I know you got some good news coming and starting some new things, so wishing you all the best of luck on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's see here who we got joining us on comments. YouTube, Little Doggy, what's up, man? Brad Elkins, how y'all doing? If y'all want to join in, let me know. The link is in chat, so you can get it from there. We're going to go ahead and dive into some news you can't use first off. Y'all feel free to chime in with where you want. I saw this one. Apparently, The Simpsons are going to say goodbye to a beloved character after 30 years. Not one that superly matters that I remember, but The Simpsons seemingly retired longtime character Duffman, voiced by Hank Azaria, during the January 4th episode titled Severance, which spoofed the Apple TV series Severance. Duffman, known for his "oh yeah" catchphrase. I thought that was the Kool-Aid Man.
Very close.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, announced that his role as the mascot and chief spokesperson for Duff Beer would be retired, and he'd instead just go by Barry Duffman now. So, yep. Goodbye, Duffman.
How many of y'all think it's a conspiracy theory?
I was going to say, is this any secret predictions coming up? You know, does it look like anything? I mean...
Put your bets in now.
Hey, Superman's gonna die.
Yeah, is that it? Says here the fan favorite character shared the shocking news with the Simpson family when he showed up to Homer and Marge's home. So yeah, apparently he was there, and oh, there you go. Now he's all in like where did that go? There he is. Now he's all dressed up, suit and tie, corporate look. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. All right. New thing coming out too, speaking about now that we are in 2026, the new year, apparently babies born in 2026 will mark the beginning of Generation Beta, the first generation to grow up completely surrounded by AI, automation, and constant digital innovation. It says while earlier generations adapted to technology over time, Generation Beta will know nothing else. Intelligent systems, data-driven education, and nonstop global connectivity will be their everyday reality. It says, welcome to the next chapter of humanity. And man, I was kind of thinking about that, like, it's really accurate. You know, I'm 39. You said you were 32.
I'm 32.
So we're close in that same generation where we really grew up with, like, the internet just starting out. I mean, I remember the old days of, dial-up internet and having to wait to connect to AOL and download. It takes 6 hours to download a 3-minute song from Napster, but...
I didn't even have TV or internet until I was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah?
We didn't have internet.
We didn't even
No.
have cable.
No. Yeah,
Channel
we
36,
didn't- yeah, we had
9,
the little,
12.
the
That's
little
it.
thing you plug in the back.
Yeah, that was back in the day when y'all had like we had LimeWire.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, I'll take the virus. It's a good song. I'll take the virus.
What was that before LimeWire?
Napster.
Napster.
Yeah. Napster was the big one, and then that was the one that, like, all the, one, somebody said they stole it off them, remember? And then that was the one that all, like, the artists went after and started suing and stuff that they weren't, that they weren't making any money because everybody was downloading their songs for free.
What movie was that?
Italian Job?
No, they made a movie about this with Justin Timberlake and Facebook, or it was something
Yeah,
about
I know what movie you're talking about. I can't
Yeah,
remember the
it was
name
really
of
good. They had Justin Timberlake playing it and how they got sued. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
you got man. What is the name of that movie?
You know what the name of it is,
Y'all know
T-Mac?
what the name?
I'm trying to remember, but I had it on DVD for the longest time. I cannot remember the name of it. I'll remember
Yeah.
after the show.
So, outside of the obvious answers, I want to know, because I mean, it made me think, like, again, we've come up with all this stuff. So, to us, what is, earth-shattering inventions and things coming out with technology and AI, of course, that's how we look at it. But the new generation is going to grow up as, this has existed since I was 1 day old. I was a baby. What do you think is going to maybe die out from our generation to the next one?
How to change a tire? I'm just throwing obvious out there.
You'll just get the robot out of the trunk to do it for you.
Yeah,
right?
but what if it dies? Then you got to get your gas-powered generator to charge it up. Our ages is a pretty good age because, like, I'm a mechanic. I know how to change oil. You probably know how to do stuff from your childhood kind of deal. Back that old school. Nowadays, they're not going to realize, recipes or how to change a tire, change oil, or just even simple things, or how to use a mop, or even better, read a clock, an analog clock. So
the big hand is the seconds, right?
Right. Yeah, and the half hand is the milliseconds.
Oh my God.
What's up, Jax? What do you need, man? Not right now, buddy. Thank you, though. No. But anyways, what about virtual group? What y'all think? What's the item that you think isn't going to make it from our generation to the next one?
I think writing letters, like,
I'll give
remember,
you
like,
that.
writing, like, in class, that's how we would communicate. You'd have to write a letter and be like, "Oh my God, did you see Becky? She smelled so bad today." Now they whip out their phones and they mass do it so everybody knows.
Right, they got to do an airdrop, right? That's the new football through the classroom. Right?
I like the thrill of passing it along. You remember, like, you'd have to tap, like, hey, get this all the way up to the first person, and you're all the way in the back, and don't get caught. And then, God forbid, they did get caught, and you had that one teacher who opened it up and read it in front of the whole classroom.
That's the crap out of you too.
It sounds like you might have had a few experiences of going through this when you were in school, T-Mac.
No, I never got caught, but I was there when other people did, and I felt a little bad for them.
You got caught?
Oh, yeah.
What was the worst note you wrote that you got caught for?
Do you like me? Yes or no?
That was it?
Yeah. It's always that girl you have no business talking to. So.
Yeah, where you try to, like, sneak a Jolly Rancher over there, and then I'm turning as red as your shirt.
That's hilarious. Well, one thing I'm thinking is, I can't wait, or I imagine I'm going to hear, nobody's going to remember what it was like to even receive mail at all in the mailbox. Like, she's right, she's talking about no letters. Like, the only thing I get are bills, and even then, I'm like, man, I go out and check it once every 2 weeks or so, and I'm like, oh yeah, stack of mail, that does exist. Shit.
So I felt really bad. My neighbor gave me a Christmas card, and I don't check my mail for that reason. So we checked it like 2 weeks later, and I got the Christmas card, and I had to, send a text saying, "Thank you very much. I was not ignoring you. I just don't check my mail." So
I like how also instead of returning the gesture, you were like, nah, I'm just going to text it.
I say every year I'm going to send out Christmas cards. I never do. I'm too busy. Nobody reads them. You guys, you get it, you open it, you read it. Oh, that's really nice, and chuck it across or in the garbage.
Right. I can't say that, yeah. Yep.
Now, I save every card I've ever been given. I have boxes of cards, and Tom doesn't understand why I save them, but I do. I don't know why.
All right, because you can cross it out, white out the name and reuse it and send it to somebody else. That's budgeting 101.
$1? You're really going to budget $1? Man, I'll cut you on a piece of paper. Well,
Now y'all making me want to go get mine that I got for Christmas.
Like that.
They're really fun.
What are you saying, buddy?
I should just go get the one that my friend's wife made us. Like it's like a picture of them, but in cartoon form.
That's pretty cool.
That is, man. That's nice. I've seen a lot of people doing those lately, and yeah, that's been something that's definitely been taken off. Speaking about, sending cards and holidays and everything. Of course, one thing that you do, I don't know where I'm trying to spin this. Really, I lost that completely. But hey, we're moving on to the next story, which is first-time home buyers are, they came out with a list recently. This was from Realtor.com. They did a study. If you're a first-time home buyer in the market, and this is something, of course, for you being in the realty field yourself, along with I have to plug him, man, but you know, Angry Patrick, he's also a realtor. So, either way, whoever you're looking for, if you're in the housing market, definitely these guys are reputable realtors. But these are the top markets according to Realtor.com for 2026. Number 1. Rochester, New York, says it's a top pick with high affordability, good inventory, and amenities. Number 2, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It's a strong runner-up, offering significant affordability. Number 3, Granite City, Illinois, says very low home prices, making it highly accessible. Birmingham, Alabama, coming in at number 4. And then rounding out the top 5, I was quite surprised to see this. I'd like to know y'all's feeling. North Little Rock, Arkansas, says that it is part of a metro area with low projected unemployment currently, meaning jobs are easy to find, you know, good market, part of a metro area, so, you know, there's a lot to do. I'm glad to see the nod, and we had talked about this. Arkansas was recently listed as, like, I think one of the most affordable places to live in the
it was
US.
up there for sure.
But now a second listing, North Little Rock, coming in at number 5. You know, how are we feeling about that?
Is it me or is like every one of them cities crime rate is like through the roof?
You know, I was looking at it. Out of all of them, I would go to Alabama.
Yeah?
I could hang out with the rednecks and hillbillies down there. But, you know, I've been to the northern states, and it's rough up there. It can be. So I don't know now.
Yeah, rounding out the list, number 6, Syracuse, New York, Baltimore, Maryland, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Garfield Heights, Ohio.
Well, I'm just saying, back to
Pittsburgh's pretty cool.
the Birmingham. My job sent me to Birmingham for like 1 week, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking like, Birmingham is beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
Right,
But
right.
it's like just the part that I went in Birmingham. I'm like, man, I hope don't nothing happen. I'm just praying, like, God, please.
They're checking your phone. Who do I know when they're Birmingham?
What's up, Jay Stang? How you doing? They said evening, everyone. What were you saying there a minute ago, Tasha? We missed you.
Oh, I said Pittsburgh's pretty cool. We went there. We are from Pennsylvania, so we go home every other year. And the one year we decided, normally we come up and we don't come through that side of, because Pittsburgh's at like the end and we lived up here, so it's going like that way.
Right.
So we, on our way home, we went that way, stopped at Pittsburgh, went to a concert, and it was a pretty cool city, actually. I believe like all my years of living in Pennsylvania, I never traveled as much, so I didn't go like far. And I didn't know that it was like, it's very like city industrial looking there. So I was like, oh shit, there is places like that here.
Okay.
Besides Philadelphia. But Philadelphia is very, it's different. And
What?
now it's very different.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, one thing's for sure with both those, you guys are going to be busy as a realtor. So if you're looking to buy a house, you might want to do it now before they're all gone, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I do want to just shout out my team, Keller Williams and Hot Springs Lifestyle Collective. That's who I'm with. But yeah, the market has been so crazy lately because with these 50-year mortgages coming out, with the unemployment in Little Rock, I mean, I don't travel through Little Rock much, but you know, if you got a bunch of McDonald's popping up, a lot of people are going to get jobs.
Right.
And now
Fair
loan
enough.
officers, you know, that's a whole field to learn, but you know, it's good to see that because Hot Springs
Right.
was the same way. So
All right. Well, good to know, man. Well, hey, we're going to do this right now. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back in just a few.
Scars on my skin tell the story I've lived. Each cut and each bruise a lesson they give. Time keeps ticking, mending what's torn.
map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known, but one day they'll call me home. Echoes of heartache, they fade in the night. The tears of the past now fuel my fight. I wear them with pride like a soldier's creed. Every scar is a chapter, every wound I've freed. Scars make me stronger, they light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known, but one day they'll call me home. Echoes of heartache, they fade in the night. The tears of the past now fuel my fight. I wear them with pride like a soldier's creed. Every scar is a chapter, every wound I've freed. Scars make me stronger, they light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known, but one day they'll call me home. These hands, they have trembled, but still they create a future that's mine, rewriting my fate. The cracks in my armor let the light in. I rise from the ashes again and again. Scars make me stronger, they light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known, but one day they'll call me home.
No, 'cause my pants are thin.
All right, everybody, we are back again. Welcome back to Rich and the People, the Friday virtual party episode. If you're just joining us, I'm joined to the left by Cousin Eric. He wanted to sit down and join in on one. He's having some fun with us tonight. To my right, Justin Lilly and Leanne from JL Health and Fitness in Hot Springs. They came to hang out and do a little interview with us, talk a bit. And, of course, joining us in the virtual hangout room right now, you got T Mac and T Burns joining us in there, y'all hanging out. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope y'all are enjoying this new style and having some fun with us.
I always enjoy my time with you and everybody.
Well, thank you all. Well, all right, everybody, this is one of those conversations that we just love having on this show. As I mentioned, joining us in studio today, Justin Lilly, founder of JL Health and Fitness. And this isn't just a fitness story. Justin is someone who didn't find fitness because life was going great. He found it because life was falling apart. From addiction and personal battles to rebuilding his life through discipline, structure, and self-respect, fitness became the tool that helped save his life. Today, Justin uses that same mindset to help other people who feel stuck, lost, or like they need a second chance. This isn't about six-packs. It's about growth, redemption, and becoming who you're meant to be. Justin, man, first off, welcome to Patrick and the People, and then I also wanted to introduce your wife, Leanne, who's here with you today, because I absolutely love that. We all know this journey doesn't happen alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
So welcome, man. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm good. It is a drive up here, and I don't know worse is our roads in Hot Springs or Cabot because they're bumpy.
Yeah, Cabot's gonna be.
No, we're blessed to be up here. It's always a dream of mine to tell my story. You know, a lot of people from Hot Springs kind of know me. I've been there for years, and so I wasn't the best person, for myself. I was an addict. I was an alcoholic. Several, hospital visits, just dumb stuff. And so, throughout the process, I was working at a tire shop, and a semi tire blew up on me.
Ooh.
Yeah, and so the rim shot out at like 120 psi. And they're tall. So it put me in the ER for about a week. Couldn't walk. They were worried. No broken bones. It was bad. What was it? Compartment.
They were worried about compartment syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Got
what is
away with-
compartment syndrome? Hang on 1 second. Could you do me a favor? Because I don't think they can actually see. Would you mind going up there and moving that camera just to the side a little bit so we can get them in on the shot for me? Move it this way. Yeah, there you go. Keep going a little bit more. I don't care if. All right, there you go. Move back this way just a tad. So there you go. Right. Oh, perfect. All right, there we go. We'll have you all slide in just a little bit there, but yeah. All right, sorry about that. So you said going back, you were working, you had this tire explode on you, and they were worried about compartment syndrome.
So compartment syndrome is like when you have a blunt force trauma like that.
Okay.
It also swells inside its casing, and if it swells too much, it'll pop like a sausage.
Ooh. Okay. So I mean, life and death, literally.
Yeah, and not only that, the breakdown of the muscle, it's tearing up your kidneys.
Okay.
So that's what they were looking at, the CK enzymes. Watching for kidney failure.
Oof, man.
They released him early because he wouldn't sit still. He was wheeling up and down the halls on the wheelchair all day long. So I think they released him early on a Saturday morning to get rid of him. But it was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all ever seen a movie or anything where you're hooked up to your liquids or your saline bags and the robe is just flapping in the wind? So I'm like, where's the exit? Sir, get back in your bed.
They put it right there in that AC, and every time you get sleeping good, you bend your arm a little bit,
And
the
it just-
machine's going off. I thought he was going to throw that machine out of the window. It was terrible.
Well, you had said, because I know you had made a post on Facebook, announcing that you were going to be on the show, which I absolutely love, man. It was a great post. And you had said, one of the things that you wanted to focus on was your real stories, no filters or anything like that. So take us back for a minute, because you had mentioned, that you did kind of have a rough history. So who was Justin before fitness entered your life?
Who was he wasn't? Anybody who has been down and past that, you put a mask on. And so it depended on what movie or series I was watching, It's funny looking back on Facebook pictures. You ever seen the Peaky Blinders, the 1920s gangster kind of deal wearing fedoras?
Yeah.
I was that for a little bit, Then, I thought I was a hot shot, with the drugs and alcohol. And then I, was that persona. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Family was getting tired of me. People in general were getting tired of you. Mentally tired of you. And so I look back at that, and the biggest thing I want to take away is forgiving yourself. So it took a while, and through this recovery deal, when you're going through and you're battling stuff, it's never ending because for me, I have a lot of faith, and I was blessed to have her come along. And so you just got to keep fighting. And like I said, the biggest thing is forgiving yourself. Once you can forgive yourself, you may just kind of be, an empty cup, but you're able to be filled with the right stuff. And so when the injury happened, I got back on a lot of substances, and I was like, I need to make a change. And she was like, why not, let's start our fitness business. I was like, you know what? Screw it,
Let's do it. Let's take that leap.
F-U-C-K, let's do it.
Right.
And so we started doing this, and it's cool to see people's eyes open, not just like another trainer, but a family, an extended family. When I train or we train, you're not just there, and that's how we run it. Is I just want to hang out with you,
Right.
and talk. It starts with being a friend first, then we can do fun stuff. But if
Right.
you got someone who doesn't want to even go to McDonald's, you think they want to go to the gym?
Right.
No.
Right. I got you.
And so to break that barrier and just be a friend, everybody's on social media nowadays being bullies and stuff. What happened to good old fashioned this?
Right. Just sitting there
hey,
chopping
bro,
it up.
come
Right.
over,
Right. Right.
And so it ain't been rough or it ain't been easy, but having her along has definitely, I've learned to forgive myself. So
Absolutely, man. That's a great story. Real quick here, what up to everybody joining us on Facebook? Darren Riggin, Sean Skelton, Eric Beltran, CJ Stone, Tyler Burnside. What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Again, thank you for joining us and just checking in on YouTube here. So, man, one thing that I did want to ask you, because you were talking about that. So going through all these changes, and you said, it really sounds like you were just kind of going through that journey of really trying to find out who you are, Was there a specific moment where you realized something has to change? Or was it like a slow buildup?
it's both.
Okay.
So I'll remember the moment. It was my third DWI. And they were like, nope, this is it. You're spending time because I was always bonded out, this and that. But, my loving parents were like, you're staying, and it is what it is. And that's tough love. And then it comes to that moment, and I'll never forget laying in my bed and thinking, I'm tired of being tired.
Gotcha.
It's like I'm in jail, okay, meal chow's coming up, 4 a.m. They're like, when you get numb to that, that means you're at the bottom.
Right.
You can go up, but you don't stay there because that's dangerous. You're going to get institutionalized, or you're going to do something to yourself or someone else. So, that was a big eye opener. I've had some incidents where I've just acted dumb, and I went to the hospital. Just dumb stuff where you're laying hooked up to IVs, and you're just like, I'm tired. Like, what am I doing?
Right.
I've got scars, to prove it. And then that was another thing, is not being ashamed of talking about it. Because how many people have you seen that just silently disappear, or you just kind of lose them as a friend, just talking to people? Because we all got stuff built up. Just
Right.
talk. And so fitness is an outlet that I try to make for everyone. Just walk through the doors. I don't care. Come over our house. I'll cook you food. I love to eat.
That's a different type of fitness, man, but I'm down for that. This fitness, but I can see it, yeah.
And see right there, that made you laugh. So that right there, if it was someone else in a bad spot and I would have made you laugh, it could have changed the rest of their life.
Right.
So that's how we approach things,
Reaching out to those people in their
Friends
darkest moment,
first,
right,
yeah,
and just letting them know,
friends
hey, even when you're in that dark, you're going to be that light to them to
But yeah,
to help
I've
pull them
had
through.
several small moments like, you're dumb. You got that inner voice that starts realizing, all right, you dumb.
Right.
You got one body. Don't mess it up. You're supposed to be a bodybuilder.
So a lot of people, especially when we're talking about that dark moment or that dark spot in their life, wherever they're at, a lot of people try to escape that pain, like you say, through alcohol, through drugs, through different things. You talk about turning that pain into purpose. How did that shift happen mentally?
Through the people you surround yourself will actually change your mentality for the better. I can never give enough credit for Leanne. She's opened my eyes, because when you hit rock bottom, you have a clean slate. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You surround yourself with more people, it starts changing your mentality. If I go hang out at Maxine's in Hot Springs all the time, or some of these other bars and stuff, you're going to start acting like those people in them bars.
Right.
And then you're
right.
like, if everybody's drinking whiskey there, you're going to start drinking whiskey and start having a problem with it, And unfortunately, it was drugs and alcohol. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. And that's the thing, I try to bring too, is don't be scared. What's the worst that could happen? Someone laughs, or someone's going to hold you until you don't do it again.
Right.
Like you're manning up as a man and a woman to, hey, it's time to change. So with her, she's she's been there at the bottom. I can't thank her enough, because she's been there in the hospital. She's been there,
That's awesome.
almost jail, but it's a work in progress.
So speaking about that, and again, huge props to Leanne and being being that person of accountability and everything, his rock, for lack of a better term. But from your perspective, what changes did you see in Justin as he started this journey of coming out of going into sobriety in purpose?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Over the past year, he's went from pretty fresh out of jail to running 2 businesses, and it's just a mindset change. Food, your actions is the same. Whatever you surround yourself with, that's what you are. Whatever you eat, you are what you eat. It's the same thing. So it's like as things kept getting better, and he's still messed up here and there. It's part of the process. It's part of a journey. It's a survival.
Right.
You survive this. It's not just suddenly over with like anything else that's traumatic and terrible.
Right.
So through that healing process, it's just getting better and better with the businesses, and the goal orientation for him keeps him going. And now that somebody's pulled him out, that's kind of what he wants to do, is be able to help other people pull themselves out of it.
Right.
Yeah, I was just going to throw, it's like, I was in Garland County for, I think, 4 months, 5 months on that last one.
Okay.
And then fast forward today, I've got some deputies that are my best friends, and then, first responders, that's, why I wear the hat, is like, they were there for me.
Right.
How can I give back to them? And so that's where I'm at. And,
That's awesome, man.
sharing this story is part of it. Someone's always watching. This will be heard somewhere. And it's just hopefully that one person, like, okay, if he can do it or they can do it, we can do it.
Right.
So.
Absolutely, man, and that's a great outlook. You openly obviously talk about overcoming addiction, and for both sides of this equation, you, Leanne, helping him through it, you going through it. What do most people misunderstand about that journey?
The biggest thing was the dopamine, rush. Whenever.
When you say misunderstand, you mean people that don't understand.
Right. So,
are in it
for somebody
themselves,
like
or-
for me, I'll be one to admit, like I've never, been addicted to any hard drugs or anything like that, so I've never gone through the recovery process, and to a lot of people, there's I guess you'd say a stigma with it almost on the outside of, man, if they really wanted to, they would, it's not really as bad, some people say addiction isn't a disease, where I do disagree with that statement, obviously. I'm not in that ballpark, but, that's what I'm talking about. What is the common misunderstood thing about that journey from, being at rock bottom, like you were saying, to coming out the other side?
That they're bad people. That if you are an addict or have ever been an addict, you're a bad person. And that's just not true. It's always people our age that you look at and you judge. But you don't see all of the older people that have gotten on pain medication for an injury and now they're addicted to it. It's like we don't talk about that part. It can happen to anybody,
And that's one of the things, when I was in my deep journey, I guess. We'll call it that. I still have a dog. Jenny saved my life at that moment as well as her. But one of them things is like I would hug my dog all the time, even when I was messed up. It's like that small light that like a hot water heater has a pilot light. I had a pilot light of not giving up.
Gotcha.
But I was so mad at myself sometimes. It's like just fucking stop, just freaking stop, And
you're good, man. You can cuss.
Yeah, I'm trying to be
yourself,
respectful for everybody, but
Yeah.
it gets to a point where, man, I just wanted a hug,
Right.
Man, take my wallet so I don't go buy this, Just my biggest thing is we were so sad at ourselves, and so we went out or did whatever to put a mask on. And it was easy to dress up, put some cologne on, and put a smile on and be messed up. But you get home, it wears off, and I'm just tired. I want a hug.
Right.
So that's the
Right.
biggest thing, we're crying on the inside. I may be this 205 bodybuilder, but I'm a big gushball, and I'm not ashamed to say it.
Right. No, absolutely, man.
So
Absolutely.
that's one of the stigmas I had.
I got you. Absolutely. You have mentioned, commonly, of course, discipline, structure, self-respect, surrounding yourself with the people. What was the hardest thing for you to build first?
The hardest thing for me was my surroundings. So, what people, places,
Building a new
things.
foundation, a new circle.
Yeah, all the nouns. So people, places, and things.
Yeah.
So obviously, I don't drive to the bar. That's a place. Okay, that's easy. To an extent.
Right.
Now, but back then it was like, how much money is on the car?
I understand.
The people was the hardest thing because you have your fair weather friends, and then you have your ones that really want you to get better, than the ones that really don't want you to because you were a provider of a good time.
Right.
And so, you'll have people reach out to you, old friends.
You don't always know which is which either.
Right. I
And
got
so
you.
I still see the cool thing about getting better is you have a whole new perspective. It's like they were never going to help me get out of jail, or they were never going to help me change my flat tire. It's pouring down raining. Back then, I thought they were my best friend because
Right.
I bought them a beer.
Yeah.
So you start realizing who's there, and it's going to get lonely, and that's why me, or even at JL, or at what we do, fitness, even how I approach real estate, I want to be your friend.
Right.
Because if crap hits the fan, at least I got a friend.
How did you, and exactly, and you talk about that, and I find it very interesting because, you went through that realization, like you said, where, you're looking at some of your friends from during that period that you were going through and thinking, man, I thought you were my best friend because, we had a few beers. But in reality, if I really needed you, you wouldn't be there. How were you able to stop yourself from, essentially, I guess I'll just call it adopting, but a jaded outlook on the world where, you kind of came through all that and said, no, I want to be that friend that people need rather than just saying, you know what, I just don't trust anybody anymore. I'm just going to recluse to my house where I'm in charge, I know what's going on, and that's the only thing that matters.
I think it's like once you realize it's all fake, then the goal is to find something that's real friends, tangible things that belong to you, things that you've done positive to try to cover up so much that
I
you've
got
done
you.
while you were trapped.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, it's still a struggle now. How I see it, if you're genuinely trying, and it just seems to be hard all the time, but you're making a step here and there, keep going.
It's
It's
a one-step process.
It's going to get better. And that's the
Sometimes you
thing.
go back down.
That's where friends, a good foundation starts. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's hard.
Right.
Dealing with the VA. I've been divorced. I've been to Afghanistan. I've been self-harmed. I've been, harmed. Emotionally broke. It's one of them deals. You can go on and list, but I look fine, but it did happen overnight.
Right.
The longer you're trapped, the more the guilt builds up. And then to go escape it, they go get messed up again, and it's just like a vicious cycle.
I
It's
get you.
and it's a slow build to build something that matters more
Right.
than the escape.
Right.
But it does happen. It takes a while. It takes a lot of people working with you.
And you were talking about that, they often say, we hear the saying, especially parents, raising kids, it takes a village. It sounds quite the same with that. What role for both of you, and so this is kind of a two-part question, I guess. Number one, for Justin, how important was it for you to have someone like Leanne in your corner that believed in you when you didn't, really fully believe in yourself yet? Somebody cheering you along the way when you're falling down.
There's a difference between being cocky and confident. And, back then I was cocky.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm confident. But, when you're alone and you're thinking, lost my train of thought. Dang it.
You're all right, man.
Dang it.
Take your
lost my
time.
train of thought.
Take your time.
Darn it.
The other question while you're thinking about that, I was going to ask for
I had a
Leanne.
good
What
one, too.
role does accountability play, both, personal and relationship-wise, But what does that accountability play in real transformation? Where you're seeing him struggle, and he's I don't know, but wanting to go out and go against it, and you have to be that person that's stopping it, and maybe also receiving the blunt of that outlash from not being able to do it. That has to be tough for you to go through.
It is, but we've worked through it. He's even after he got tired of doing it,
Mm-hmm.
and he still wants to do it. So sometimes, you can talk. I could talk him out of it. Sometimes we couldn't. Now he realizes it's just like, just leave it alone.
Yeah, and the accountability deal is someone to call you on your BS.
Mm-hmm.
She'll straight up say, "Quit being a dumb A."
You're fine, man. Say
And,
it,
and
yeah.
I believe in tough love. As a person, people are going to say things. It's getting worse now with the social media. But as a person, she'll straight up tell me, "I'm like, you acting stupid. Quit doing that." I like to be blunt, and so she's matching my vibe.
Right.
And someone who can match your vibe and makes it a lot easier for them to be accountable.
Absolutely.
Well,
But-
he was talking about forgiving himself, but it's like that's two parts. Because after that, it's like after you forgive yourself, he had to realize, okay, now I've got to go ask other people's forgiveness humbly.
Right.
Because I messed up.
Right.
And I was messed up.
Yeah, and that's the quickest mistake a lot of people will do. I've been to NA and AA too, and
And maybe they don't forgive you, and that's okay.
Right. But at least you asked for it. Right.
Yeah,
You put it
'cause,
right.
Let's
right.
say instance she calls me
You
on
are
my
accountable and know that that's necessary.
Right.
You
Because at the
owe
end of the day, I
this,
mean,
you owe
you
this.
you did that. It's now the ball is in their court. It's their responsibility.
Right.
You opened
you are
up
making
the
amends,
right.
showing that you're doing better. And most of the time when it's the people that's in your circle that love you, you're helping yourself.
Right.
They'll help you.
Then that right.
So
Absolutely.
and like after that, it just kind of keeps getting better and better.
Snowballs. Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
starts
Yep.
believing in you again.
Yeah, and then one of them deals is like when she would call me on my BS and be accountable, it almost puts you below, and you're like, and if you're humble enough to be like, okay, wow, I was kind of dumb. What do I do now?
Right.
That's where, okay, friend, okay, accountability person, what can I do now so I don't go do the bad thing?
Right. Right.
Set it straight, and move on and do the right thing.
Absolutely.
What's
Absolutely.
another direction? And that's where
Yeah.
fitness comes in.
Yep. Yep.
It's a different kind of an out.
So, and speaking about that, I'm glad that you mentioned that. So being in, the fitness side of everything, what kind of clients or people do you feel most called to help?
All of them.
Okay.
I mean, really, we've got bodybuilding competition clients, and that's it's usually all intertwined anyway. Maybe that's where they're at on their journey, but they were where he was at a few years ago too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, we get older people that hormones has made them gain a bunch of weight, and it's just it's real similar for everybody.
Right. Right.
In overall, they're battling something mentally.
Right.
It's either, I'm scared of the gym or I cannot do today.
Right.
I cannot eat. It doesn't matter where it's at. It starts with mental awareness, I firmly believe, because if you're mentally stable, you're able to help others. If you ain't, then, you need to work on yourself. And so that's where kind of what we roll on is just, let's be your friend first, and then we
Right.
can hang, let's talk about fitness, or even just come hang out at the gym.
Right.
We'll
Better
have,
habits,
say what's up.
Healthy bodies, your mind is healthier.
Yeah.
Regardless. So if you have a healthy body,
Right.
you can battle everything else.
What a great
You know?
message. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Real quick here, did you have any questions, Eric, or anything?
no.
No worries, man. I just want to give an opportunity to any of our guests joining on the virtual room, T-Mac, or anybody. Guys got any questions you want to ask?
Not any questions, but I have a history of, addiction, and I've been clean since 2015. So I definitely know that battle, and I commend you. I give you your flowers because I know personally it's not an easy journey. So I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for that. C. Burns?
Proud of you too.
Yeah, for sure. We're proud of you
I
too.
don't have any questions.
All right, man. Good deal. I appreciate you all hanging out. I'm just kind of scrolling through comments here. Normally I have a co-host here with me. His name's Ontario, but he wasn't able to make it tonight. He's actually he's a manager for wrestling for some independent wrestling guys out there, and so he's actually up at a match tonight. A couple of his guys were booked, so we're wishing him luck up there, obviously. But yeah, man, a couple other things that I wanted to hit on real quick. Let me see here. If today's conversation, and like we say, you never know who's watching, but if today's conversation reaches one person who needed to hear it, what do you hope they walk away with from y'all's story?
Your past doesn't have anything to do with today.
Amen.
And take it easy on yourself. There's a tomorrow.
Absolutely,
There's
man.
always a tomorrow.
Both great pieces of advice. So if people want to look, of course, the Hot Springs area. Now you have you said a gym, so I assume you have your own gym there that you train in and everything.
I wish, if there's investors out there. No, we operate out of Pulse Premier Fitness down in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Amazing gym. There's one in Benton too.
Okay.
But I'm from Hot Springs, and there's good people. The manager's awesome, and they're open to everything. One of my clients brings his service dogs in.
Yeah.
It's just laid back, like a family
Nice.
friendly gym. So that's kind of where we're at Pulse Premier Fitness.
Pulse Premier Fitness. Okay, now do you do any I say I'm out here in Cabot. If I wanted you, would you come out here and maybe go to the rec center with me and train or something?
Absolutely. I mean, there's options.
We have a mobile gym. If it's in our area,
Right.
There's a different, travel expense.
Right.
But yeah, we'll go anywhere.
Because
We've got
I
a
used to
couple of
train.
older people.
I used to train just for the fitness benefits in kickboxing. I started off with Dewan Pickney, and that's how I know Chauncey. And then Cody Beck was actually my most recent trainer. I know you had mentioned his name. So obviously I had to move out here because I had more things coming up in the Little Rock area. And honestly, I've called around everywhere in Cabot. There is not an MMA trainer that anybody knows of, at least in the Cabot area. So something to think about for you, man. But if people are interested, obviously you said Pulse Premier. Where else can they find and follow your journey at?
You can follow on all the social medias, predominantly Facebook and Instagram at JL Health and Fitness. On Instagram, it's got the underline, so it's the same name. You can look up there on Facebook. You'll kind of see a little bit of what we do. We do offer nutrition, tailored
Coaching for your lifestyle.
coaching for the lifestyle, tailored workouts. I become your best friend for however long you need us. And same with Leanne.
Nice.
And just to mention, NPC is great. We're also trying to get GBO over here in Arkansas. It's another federation. It's a little bit smaller, but no less. As an athlete, you feel really appreciated with them. So if anybody's wanting to get on stage this year, look into GBO.
Well, and I got to take a minute here because, not only has this been awesome having you on and getting to hear about your journey and everything, but I really appreciate you bringing Leanne in because she brought a toy that's connected to her keychain that is from my childhood that I didn't even know. You've got to be the only person that owns one of these still.
I have 5 or 6.
5 or 6? All right, so let everybody see what I'm talking about here, because this will be a blast from the past for y'all. I couldn't believe it. She showed it still works and everything. Right, I was like, dude, you have no idea how many times my mom almost got fired for having one of these Tamagotchi things.
It's
right
funny.
there,
My daddy got me my first one when I was like 7.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Tamagotchi. It was a nano puppy. But this old
I remember the nano puppy,
It
yeah.
was a nano puppy, and he took it after I opened it. He's like, "Okay, let me sit." And then he started playing with it. He's like, "Well, let me just raise one." So for like a week or so, he played with my nano puppy. Took it with him. I had to wait a week. I think it was a Christmas present. I had to wait.
That's funny.
Man, those are right. I mean, that comes with the joy of Christmas shopping.
I can't say anything though. He was probably about Justin's age at the time. I'm 37 now, and I'm playing with one.
Right. Hey,
I can't really say much.
If I had one, I'd just be sitting here doing the whole podcast.
Yeah, our toys just get bigger.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what they say. So.
And louder, more destructive usually.
Well, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. You're absolutely more than welcome to continue hanging out throughout the rest of the show. We're going to do some This Shit Ain't Funny and more stories coming up. Of course, everybody in the virtual room, please keep hanging out. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all definitely stay in touch, man, with us. Y'all are welcome back to come on the show anytime you would all like to. I'd love to keep up with y'all and just keep up with your journey and see how the growth is going for you, bro.
Well, next time we're in there, if you want to hit a workout, let us know.
Let me know. Yeah, for sure.
No, it's been a blessing to come up here and tell a little bit about myself and how she saved me, because it's not talked about. So it's awesome to hang out with you, man. Your videos crack me up all the time. So no, we'll definitely be hanging out again for sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Leanne, anything else? You good? All right. Well, hey, we're going to take a little break here. We will be back. Are y'all getting ready to take off, or are you going to hang out?
That's up to y'all.
It's up to y'all.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, all right, we'll see if they come back.
Nicotine.
I need food.
Right. If not, y'all take care. Have a good one, and we will see everybody back here in just a couple minutes.
These days, you gotta tiptoe around. Can't use words like sir or ma'am without the chance of losing part of your fam. Find it best to just stay quiet. Now listen while I start my word diet. Is all that you're gonna hear. Gotta be quiet for out of fear. Say the wrong thing and you end up canceled. Whole reputation becomes dismantled. Words, phrases, slang, come and gone. All this bullshit, wish we can move on. Let's mumble this shit so you can't discern. These words are phrases I've had to unlearn. Soft motherfuckers can't hear too much. Sensitive ears, hands soft to the touch. Looking for excuses to blow you up. Walking around acting like they know sup. Is all that you're gonna hear. Gotta be quiet for out of fear. Say the wrong thing and you end up canceled. Whole reputation becomes dismantled. Words, phrases, slang, come and gone. All this bullshit, wish we could move on. One more time for the people in the back, just in case you ain't been keeping track. Keep your mouth shut and your ears open wide. 2025 ain't no place to hide. Keyboard warriors coming to find you. Won't say that shit when they're right behind you. Just blah 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 and run that jaw, expecting motherfuckers to be in awe. Is all that you're gonna hear. Gotta be quiet for out of fear. Say the wrong thing and you end up canceled. Whole reputation becomes dismantled. Words, phrases, slang, come and gone. All this bullshit, wish we could move on. Staring up from rock bottom, do I have what it takes to climb out? Ropes tied, can I unknot them when I'm waterlogged with doubt? 35 seconds gone, I only had 3 minutes. The question is, will I drown? Or damn it, will I finish? This is how anxiety feels. This is what paralyzes me. Why does it take all these pills just to murder time is no friend to me, and it just can't be overstated. Pressure is the enemy. 90 seconds have evaporated. Life is a twisted puzzle I'm trying to put together. Why do I feel muzzled and yet still feel so untethered? This is how anxiety feels. This is what paralyzes me. Why does it take all these pills just to murder anxiety? I don't wanna be a wreck, and I don't wanna be a zombie. Is there a day I don't expect? It's coming down around me. This is how anxiety feels. This is what paralyzes me. There has to be something more than pills just to murder anxiety. Is there a day I don't expect? A day I don't expect. 30 seconds left. Anxiety. Out of time. Anxiety.
All right, we are back, everybody. Happy Friday. Hanging out with the Rich and the People virtual party. There you go. We got our official applause going on now. Thank you, courtesy of Jack. So, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us. Of course, we've got everybody all around on all the social media platforms. YouTube, what's up, Brad, Little Doggy, Brad Elkins, Jay Stang. How y'all doing? Facebook, CJ Stone. What's up, man? Tyler Burnside, Eric, Sean, Darren. How y'all doing? Granny Hulkster in the house. She said, what's up? In fact, she was recently, so AEW was in Oklahoma recently, just like a couple days ago for their event, and I was watching it here on TV, and they were panning through the camera. They brought out JR for commentating, and sure enough, there was Granny Hulkster in the crowd, so I snapped a little video of it and sent it to her. I was like, hey, you're famous now. So, anyways, what's up to everybody joining us on the virtual party studio? We got T-Mac and T Burns there. There's a couple of other people there. It looks like it's just three screens of T Burns. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Every time I go message something, it pops up another one after reconnecting, and I don't know how to get them off there.
It's all good, man. You're multiplying. You figured out some glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, and the Tamagotchi
Yeah.
thing, Walmart sells those.
Walmart still sells them?
Yeah.
Nice.
I see him there.
Huh?
I think we lost you there. All right. Anyways, that's awesome, man. I did not know that. I still, yeah, that was like, I don't know if y'all could see it, but it was an original one that she had. She said she's even had it since then, but I mean, it was crazy to see. I thought it was kind of cool that she's held on to something that long. So some other news stories for y'all. We're going to go to Orlando, Florida. Y'all might have remembered me talking about this on the Patrick and the People show a few weeks ago. Looks like it happened back in March, but this lady, Hillary Martin, said she was hit in the face by a duck and knocked unconscious while riding a roller coaster at SeaWorld. Was a complaint that she filed on October 27th. The complaint said SeaWorld failed to keep its premises in a reasonably safe condition and did not warn visitors about any dangerous conditions at the park. So she sued them because while on a roller coaster, a duck flew into her head and knocked her out. However, there's an update on the situation, which is SeaWorld later sought to dismiss the lawsuit, arguing that Martin was hit by a migratory bird, a snowy egret, not a duck. In its November 19th motion to dismiss, the company claimed it can't be legally held responsible for a wild animal's actions. And apparently the judge agreed with them, said, yeah, you're right, and threw out the case. So all that trouble of getting hit in the face with a duck, and you got a cool story, but you're not getting anything else out of it. Just a crazy story. This one actually local, make it into the news. Arkadelphia, apparently Thursday, Scores of Walmart customers were turned away from entering the Walmart in Arkadelphia on January 8th, following what law enforcement officials say was an early morning break-in. Apparently, an out-of-town suspect reportedly entered the store around 2 a.m. Thursday and vandalized servers central to the store's operation. Clark County Sheriff's Office investigator Lieutenant Russell Ursery posted to Facebook in response to an inquiry about why Walmart was closed. Said that the suspect at some point encountered a Walmart employee and assaulted him. The incident sparked a felony investigation that remains under investigation, headed by the Arkadelphia Police Department. Police Chief Jason Shorty Jackson, really? Had to add in a tagline name, Shorty. All right, told the Arkadelphian that the suspect initially fled the store in the area, but later returned to town, where he was apprehended around midday and transported to the Clark County Detention Center for booking. Says the suspect remained in custody Thursday afternoon, but again, man, like, all he did was break in and just smash the servers. Like, so they can't, he didn't steal anything. Obviously, he vandalized it, caused damage, caused him not to be able to open, but what a weird attack. And then it says from an out-of-town suspect. I'm kind of thinking it was a, maybe former employee. They didn't live in Arkadelphia, but I don't know, man. There's some questions there for that story. Talk about a rollback price.
Oh, definitely a rollback price.
Everything's free. All right, let's see here.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Buying lunch on a dumb guy's knee, or a big aardvark drowning some money. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. What? So stop laughing. This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. What? So stop laughing.
Thank you, Luke, for that one. This shit ain't funny, man. In case, I know you've watched the episode a few times, Patrick and the People and everything. This is your first time joining the Rich and the People podcast, same format. So, man, these are stories that aren't supposed to be funny. This shit's not funny, so you can't. See, you're already failing, man. You can't laugh at the shit. That's the whole point of it. It's shit that's not funny. This is very serious news, man. It's sad stuff to hear.
Just like a duck.
Right, like a chocolate bar fundraiser that led to a felony conviction of a band booster treasurer. This happened in Hernando, Mississippi. DeSoto County District Attorney Matthew Barton announced today that Christina Thompson has pled guilty to felony charges after stealing $39,161.94 from the South Haven High School band boosters, money intended to support students and school activities. The theft was uncovered after school and band fundraisers, specifically chocolate bar sales, commonly used to support student programs, were never paid to the vendor. Thompson admitted to the crime in court, and as a result of her guilty plea, will now be a convicted felon. Her sentencing is set for March 16th. Barton added a strong warning to anyone abusing positions of trust involving children, said, "Let me be very clear, whether it's sex crimes or financial crimes against our schools and children, we're coming after you." It says this case is proof that when schools, law enforcement, and prosecutors work together, accountability follows. Barton said no one will be getting a free pass when it comes to crimes against our kids. Continues to aggressively prosecute fraud, theft, and abuse of trust, especially when schools, children, and community organizations are the victims. Well, that's her mugshot, man. I don't know if y'all can see this. I'm going to turn it around here for just a minute. Because as soon as they said, I don't know, yeah, I don't think they can hear. She's...
I don't think she stole the money. She might have stole the candy.
She might have stole all the chocolate,
She
yeah.
might have stole the chocolate.
I'm telling you, and I hate to be mean like that, man, but, or say, but hey, you're going to steal from kids. You kind of deserve it there. Yeah, she's smiling away, man. Yeah.
But that's just one of those things, like, when you was a kid, you get the box of candy bars.
Right.
You go around selling all the candy bars. How much of this money did you really turn in? How much, like, end of the year when you get your report card, you owe a balance of, like, $200, You owe something.
Right.
$20 something.
Right,
You didn't
right.
turn all that money in.
That's what everybody said, man. Their comments were saying, man, we were running here thinking that she ate all the chocolate bars, but it turns out she just stole the money, so. I don't know, this one's a sad one. A marriage proposal at a Michigan ski resort took an unexpected turn when the engagement ring slipped through a graded bridge and fell 118 feet onto a snow-covered slope below. Says Trevor Van Camp had been planning to propose to his girlfriend, Danielle Jenkins, for months when the ring fell from his hand as he got down on one knee. And he said, I'm shaking because I'm scared of heights. I'm afraid she's going to say no. And she never even saw the ring, man. It's completely gone, lost. They ain't been able to find it. Said the couple searched for more than 2 hours with metal detectors before giving up hope. Snowmaking supervisor at the resort continued looking overnight. Said when I swung over one of the footprints at Tone the next morning, the Harper informed the couple the ring had been found. So I guess it has been found. But yeah, man, what a horrible moment. You're in the middle of proposing, you're all nervous, and hey, will you? Oh, never mind. I mean, I'd almost take that as a sign, you know?
After all that, she better say yeah. She better say yeah.
Oh, man, we're going to go to Florida again for this one because Florida has all the best news stories. And, you know, you hear Disney World and you think the land where dreams come true. But not for one person. The Boathouse restaurant in Disney Springs is being sued after a customer choked to death on a piece of steak. According to the complaint, Kevin Duncan, a Marion County restaurant, was eating at the restaurant in June 2025 when he began choking on his steak. The lawsuit filed in October said Boathouse Restaurants is seeking damages. The people against Boathouse Restaurants is seeking damages in excess of $50,000, alleging that staff negligence, including a delay in calling emergency services, led to Duncan's death. While family and friends attempted the Heimlich maneuver, the lawsuit claims that restaurant staff did not promptly call 911. Instead, staff initially contacted security, causing a delay in summoning emergency medical services. The family is seeking a jury trial and demanding judgment for damages, including medical and funeral expenses, loss of support and services, mental pain and suffering, and yada, yada, yada. Says the lawsuit was moved to the United States District Court. But, man, what a way to go, you know. You're sitting down, enjoying a steak at Disney, and next thing you know, man, that's your final one. The steak killed you. Choking on
he just
meat.
saw Mickey.
What was that?
No, he just saw a Mickey Mouse.
There you go, man. There you go. Well, that's all I got for this Shit Ain't Funny. Man, it's been certainly fun hanging out with y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed it and had fun. What did y'all think of the virtual party?
I like it.
I think it was cool just to sit here and listen and say something to y'all instead of commenting and waiting for you to read it.
Right. Absolutely, man. Well, thank you so much for joining us. T-Mac, thank you always. Garrett Finley says, get the people what they want, what they're wanting, Burnside. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about there, but
Me. Yeah,
Well-
they were trying to play a drinking game of words I mispronounced. I don't think I've said anything yet.
All right. Well, we're gonna definitely have to see if we can keep up like a ticker on that if you join us in on next week. By the way, I am gonna let everybody know. Of course, we will be back here with more Rich and the People Monday from 8 to 9 in the morning. But do be sure to join us back here for the virtual party next Friday. I'm not gonna tell you who, but I do have a special guest joining us for that show. So y'all be sure to do that and tune in then. As always, everybody, thank you for all your support, your outpouring of love and messages. I always appreciate it. Be sure to keep spreading the word. We've gotten a lot of new followers on Facebook over the last couple days. I did a little advertising campaign for the show. So if you're new, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed it. And we look forward to seeing y'all again. Y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. And we will see you Monday. Later, everybody.
Yo, Tactical, spitting all that dime flapping your beat. Now it's time to pluck you from minor featherweight. You pulling up, I'm pulling rank. Ain't afraid of a turkey.
with a gas tank, feathers flying, cool story, bro. That barnyard flex got no ammo. Talking about paintball like it's D-Day, but you ain't a vet, just cosplay cliche. 1,000-yard stare, bro, you squinting, acting all